Thanks for coming today to our talk about building your own private practice. I hope today that I can give you some general points and a general direction to go. Certainly there is much more detail that we could go into, and I'm happy, as always, to answer any questions you like, either via email or however you want to contact me. Step one, starting your own practice, is probably something that not a lot of medical students have a background in, and that's pro forma financial statements. The need for these is because for most medical students starting their own practice, unless they happen to have a sizable amount of cash available, you need to go to a bank and get a loan. What the bank is going to look for are pro forma financial statements. Basically, your best guess at what your financials are going to look like going forward once you start your practice. These are going to include things such as, and these are just examples. This is a sample cash flow statement, a pro forma cash flow statement that you would fill out, and it starts with your cash that you have on hand, any cash that comes in for a given month, the cash that goes out, and then it leaves you at the end with what your cash balance is. That goes to the start of the second month, and you repeat the process. Bankers want to see this because they want to know that you'll be able to pay off your loan. Usually, depending on your specific needs, you'll need anywhere between $200,000 and $500,000 to start your practice. And the $200,000 to $500,000 includes things like startup capital on hand to pay bills for the first couple of months before cash starts coming in to the practice, to acquire a site, to get the equipment you need in the site, to refurbish the site if that's necessary. It would be great if you could get a turnkey location, which is basically an office that's already set up to your needs, but that rarely happens. So instead, you need money to get the equipment and everything else that you need to start your practice. And so $200,000 to $500,000 is pretty typical. When trying to get a loan from a bank, number one, find lending specialists. Some banks have medical and dental divisions, and they'll make loans specifically for starting medical or dental practices. Not all banks have these. It's typically larger banks will, but that's something that you should definitely look for. You should shop around. You should support your pro forma financials and your loan documents to 5 to 10 banks, because you'll get a variety of offers, a variety of amounts, of length of term, of interest rates, and so if you get a good selection of them, you can pick the one that's going to fit your situation best. Third, when putting together your financial projections, your pro forma statements, stay conservative, but realistic. It would be nice if we had nice leather chairs in the waiting room and the most cutting edge, up-to-date equipment. For your purposes, just to get started, you don't need those. It's great to have them once you're up and running and successful and you have excess cash available for those things. But really, for any entrepreneur, including doctors starting a medical practice, the rule of thumb is to be as conservative as possible. Spend as little money as possible to start, because there are always unforeseen events that are going to need to be paid for.